Alright guys, in this video, just a little extra tidbit to help you make your site a bit more unique. You guys do have the ability to add your own videos and embed your own maps into the content on your site, whether you're adding it to a block somewhere, anywhere on the front page or anywhere on your site, or to an actual content page. So my example for this purpose of this video is, let's say you want to add a YouTube video to your About Us page. So if you have just a little walkthrough of your shop, or if you have a team introduction video, anything, pretty much click on Edit when you get to the page. Put the cursor, the mouse, click it wherever you want the video to pop up. So let's just say right here. Now the safest way to do this is to switch the text format over to this full HTML, in which case you'll see this space that we just made. And then you don't have to actually write any code in here. You can generate it directly from the website that you're wanting to embed the video or the map. So in another tab, just go over to the video you're trying to upload. In this case, I'm just using a random YouTube video, but let's say this cat, you want this on your page. Go ahead and click on Share, Embed, and you'll want to copy this iframe code. So just highlight that and copy, switch back over to your site, and then in this space that you just made, paste it on in there. Then you can switch the text format back over to full HTML, and you see this is the box where the video is going to show up in. So on the front end, when you save, it is going to be pushed to the left like this. It is going to be about this size. I always want to caution you guys, go ahead and double click on that iframe. And for this width, there is a catch along with adding these embedded maps and embedded videos. What you'll want to do, the way it's set right now, it'll automatically fill these sizes once you copy paste that little code snippet in there. But the problem here is once you get into the mobile screen sizes or your tablet screen sizes, once the width of your viewport gets to be about this size, almost the same size as this pop-up, it is going to make a little scroll bar down here and it'll make your site look very ugly. So what I recommend is switching over to this advanced bar, and under Style, you'll want to set exactly like this. If you're a little familiar with CSS and styling, then this should be kind of you should already know. But if you're unfamiliar, just copy exactly what I'm typing here. You'll want to write max-width, a colon, and then 100%. And set it at that. You can go ahead and click OK. And then you'll want to align it if you want to, you can align it in the center so that it's not kind of just an eyesore over here. Once you save, it will be on the left side and there will be some white space on the side here. You can either center it through here and then you'll see it move on over. What you saw as far as the alignment in here, this is in terms of where it is within the text. So if you were to choose right or left, it would center or move itself over to the left of the text from wherever you put your cursor. So if you put your cursor over here and you chose left, then this text is going to wrap around on the right side. You guys can play along with that if you want after this, kind of get a feel for it. But for the most part, I assume you guys would want to have your iframe centered, and then don't forget that max width, and then go ahead, scroll down and click on Save. And there it is, right there. And then just to be safe, you can pull it up on your phone. Just make sure you don't have that scroll bar. So now that you guys have figured out how to get a video embedded onto your site, a map is pretty much the same thing. You're getting that little iframe code snippet that we copied over from the same place, but it's pretty much the same dealio. So just for use case, we're going to head on over to the contact page. Go ahead and edit that page. Right now, what I'm going to do is just embed a map down here below the contact info. So go ahead and edit the page. You'll want to switch that text format over to full HTML. Move the cursor wherever you want the video to go, or the map to go, which in this case is the very bottom. And then in another tab, just go ahead and Google your address. Go ahead and Google your location. And then instead of going to directions, just go ahead and click on the map that comes up. Click on share. And then we're going to embed a map. This link is only going to link if you were to type in some text that said find us. You'll use this link, but in our case, we're trying to get the actual map in there. I always like to switch the size over to a custom size, and then you can automatically, this goes by width and then height. So the width we're going to change in a minute once we actually paste it over, so we can leave that alone. For the height, I just happen to know that for the contact page, the height is going to be about 200 pixels height, which you'll see when we copy it over how that looks like. Copy the HTML, switch back over to your site, paste that code snippet, then you'll see this is that height that we just changed. Now for the width, this one as well, same concept as that YouTube video. The issue here is that it's going to say 800 width no matter what. So I always like to change it to 100% in this case, since I wanted to fill up the whole width of that contact page. If you don't want it that wide, you can just pick something else. You can always, if you're unsure of what size you're looking for, I mean, there's no shame in the game if you're trying to, if you save a couple of times, if you try 200, 300, 400, whatnot. Pull it up on your phone. Check out what it looks like. Do you like it? Do you not? Try a different width. Just to be on the safe side, though, I always like to say 100%, and the height is set at 200. Switch on over to full HTML, and there it is. It looks ginormous right here, but once you save it, you'll see on the front end that it'll take up 100% of this container. And there it is. So now if you switch over to your phone, it's going to auto resize this map as well. Same way that it does with that YouTube video. I know this is a little tricky if you're doing this for the first time, if you're not yet comfortable with your site. If you guys have any questions, or if you'd feel more comfortable sending us the link and then having us plug it in, feel free to do that. There is no problem with it. We just hope you found this little snippet useful. Kind of shows you can do a lot with your site. You just have to kind of play around with it and explore. Thank you guys for watching.